Happy Sunday, everyone. I'm Mike Everett filling in for Taylor Martinez, and it's time for the Weekly Rundown. To kick things off, we have to introduce you to this amazing Riverside woman. Now, Robina Asti is 99 years old and is now in the record books as the world's oldest flight instructor and pilot. Now, Robina recently gave her final flight lesson at Riverside Municipal Airport. According to the Guinness Book of World Records, that makes her the oldest pilot ever to do so. Robina has been teaching people how to fly for decades. She says teaching never gets old for her, and her students say her experience really counts.
I love getting people to experience what it's like to lift up this earth. It is so good.
She taught me a few things up there that I haven't learned in well over 1,000 hours, and it was kind of neat getting a new perspective from somebody who's just been flying so long.
The previous record holder was a 98-year-old Iowa man. Congratulations, Robina. A South Carolina soldier received a warm welcome home at Myrtle Beach International Airport. For the past 9 months, National Guard specialist Connor Smith has been holding the steering wheel of a tank in Kuwait. But on Friday, he got to hold his 6-month-old daughter, Liliana, for the very first time.
Yeah, the best feeling ever that I've had so far. The greatest feeling.
She was born while her dad was deployed, making this special, to say the least.
Didn't think it was going to be anything like this. I thought it was just going to be a little group, but I like it. Cool thing. You like it? Yeah?
He earned it too. Smith had to quarantine for 2 weeks before coming home. 3 SoCal teens are also heroes for trying to do their fair share in the fight against COVID. Jared, Jacob, and Josiah Joseph, we're not making this up, are triplets who are making coronavirus safety kits for homeless residents in Los Angeles. The kit contains facial coverings, gloves, sanitizer wipes, and water. The brothers are making them at home thanks to a small loan and some community support. They were inspired to start their project after a local firefighter died from the virus.
Father and their family actually tested positive, so I just wanted to help with that, get essentials to help with the coronavirus, keep safe from that. And the homeless is in need of that, in California, it has a lot of homeless problems, so we're trying to give back to the community and the homeless.
Even the Los Angeles fire chief bought several of those kits to distribute to people in need. A 6-year-old Colorado boy saved his younger sister from a dog attack and is now adding a sweet reward to his honors. Bridger Walker is recovering after needing more than 90 stitches and surgery on his face. He's getting praise from Hollywood stars and treats from a Denver candy shop. Sean Towell spoke with the young hero.
Bridger Walker is smiling for a big reason Saturday.
Because I like candy.
The 6-year-old who was injured saving his little sister from a dog attack a couple weeks ago got a candy shopping spree at It's Sugar in Denver. Just the latest in a long line of people reaching out to thank him.
It's been surreal. Never expected any of this to go viral the way it did. We literally were just hoping for some postcard or a shout out or a letter just to boost our little boy's spirits.
Instead,
I got a Captain America shield.
And I'm going to send you an authentic Captain America shield.
Captain America Chris Evans promised a shield. Fellow Avengers Tom Holland and Robert Downey Jr. also reached out, wanting to reward a little, real-life hero.
He's always been very protective of his little girl. She's always been his little princess, and she gets annoyed sometimes that he won't leave her alone, and he's always by her side, so it didn't surprise us at all that he would jump in the way he did.
Bridger received gifts of support from all over the world, but his parents say the attention hasn't gone to his head.
I actually asked him the other day, does this make you any more special? And he said, no. I said, well, what makes you special? And he said, I'm me. And that meant a lot to us.
So the sugar rush may be the latest chapter for this little hero, one the family is so thankful for.
The world's a good place, and that there's hundreds and thousands and millions of wonderful people in this world.
And this experience Bridger and his siblings can share together.
We're close, and this experience has definitely made us closer.
A couple weeks ago, all the family wanted to do was lift Bridger's spirits. Now, all he does is smile, and his bravery lifts the spirits of others around the globe.
It's just been so touching.
Because that's what superheroes do.
Bridger deserves all that love and candy, and everyone here at NBC Palm Springs gives him a big shout out. You're awesome, buddy. We're sticking with heroes here. Bystanders jumped in to save a driver in need, and the heroic moment, of course, was caught on camera. Jeremy Roth has this and more.
A pair of New Jersey residents are being called heroes after pulling a driver from a car wreck moments before it burst into flames. Police say the driver hit a fire hydrant and a telephone pole. As smoke began pouring from the car, 2 bystanders ran to help. And just as police arrived, they pulled the driver from the wreck. Moments later, it erupted in flames. The driver suffered only minor injuries, and police say he's lucky the Good Samaritans acted so quickly. The men say they're just glad they were there. A Mexican cafe is using cuddly countermeasures to socially distance customers. The Jasso Bakery in Mexico City is open for business, but seating is limited thanks to teddy bears, which are placed strategically to ensure proper social distancing. The plush patrons offer the cafe a creative way to attract customers while observing vital safety measures. Finally, a deal's a deal for a pair of pals in Wisconsin who hit it big with a lucky lotto win nearly 20 years in the making. In 1992, the friends shook hands on a promise that if either of them won the lottery, they would share the winnings. Well, one of them recently hit it big on a $22 million lotto ticket, and true to their word, the pair are splitting the prize right down the middle.
Okay, now this is really cool. Dogs in Dubai now can enjoy a day at the pool at Aqua Park. See what we did there? Pause, park. Anyway, an indoor water park for dogs. A daycare center for dogs has established a mini water park where the canines can enjoy a cool splash in the water to escape the summer heat. Pet owners who drop their pets off can also enjoy some playtime with their dog. I mean, somebody start this in the Coachella Valley, would you? Now, dogs can have fun, but emus, banned. A pub in Australia's outback has banned emus from the premises for quote-unquote bad behavior. Naughty emus. Sometimes the flightless birds steal food, but things got intolerable last week when 2 of the birds, Carol and Kevin, discovered that they could climb the front stairs of the only local pub. So the pub, they put up a chain and a sign at the entrance, because emus can read, and so far it seems to be working. Now, the emus haven't figured out that they could just simply duck under the chain to get inside.
They're badly behaved when it comes to toileting and getting a fright. Other than that, they're very good. So we're hoping that they do look at the sign, and the rope and the sign, I think, is stopping them right at the moment. And we're hoping that that chain's going to work, but if it doesn't, we're hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst if the chain doesn't work. We'll have to put something up a bit more secure.
If you ask me, emus just know where the fun is. Now, from emus to lobsters, a red lobster saves the life of a rare blue lobster. That's the case for this little guy named Claude. See what they did there? Claude, get it? In Ohio. He recently popped up at a local Red Lobster, which decided to donate the crustacean sensation to the Akron Zoo. Claude is said to be just 1 in every 2 million lobsters that sport his blue pigment. Now, this is an incredible story of 2 college athletes. 2 college hockey players have rollerbladed about 900 miles for charity. Andy Walker and Jake Adkins attend the University of Massachusetts. They bladed from Boston to Walker's home state of Michigan to raise money for the American Cancer Society. It took them 10 days to cross the finish line.
I think this moment was so emotional just because all the work that went into it, all the stress, all the support we had, especially seeing everyone at the finish line, was just, you couldn't help but let tears run down your face and just lay down and let your legs rest for a change.
I think we learned a lot about each other's determination, and our mindsets are about the same. I know that this guy right here will never quit as long as everything goes, and being there with him made me feel unbelievable, and I don't think I could have done it without anyone else.
The 2 athletes are also college roommates. They've nicknamed themselves the Men in Blades. Big shout out to them. Barbie 2020 has kind of a ring to it, doesn't it? Well, Barbie is launching the first ever campaign team. The new career set includes 4 diverse dolls with roles including candidate, campaign manager, fundraiser, and voter. The line is meant to expose girls to public leadership roles and pique their interest in shaping the future. Come on, Barbie, you got this. A baseball trading card of Dr. Anthony Fauci throwing the ceremonial first pitch on the opening day of Major League Baseball has made history. The card was only available for 24 hours, and in that time, Topps sold 51,000 512 cards. That makes it the best-selling card in Topps history. Coming up after the break, we're introducing you to this week's essential worker, and we've got a special guest to introduce them. Plus, we'll tell you how you can slow down those pesky robocalls when we talk tech. Don't go anywhere. The Weekly Rundown will be back in 2 minutes.
Welcome back to the Weekly Rundown. Gil Rutenberg here, General Manager at Honda the Desert. Wanted to introduce you to our most recent Essential Employee of the Week. Check it out.
We are here at Find Food Bank and we are about to surprise Mina Kano. Mina Kano. Hello, I'm Thalia Hayden and we are here to surprise you as the Essential Employee of the Week, Toyota and Honda of the Desert. Giving you $1,000, and you're going to be featured on television tomorrow because they think that you are such a fabulous employee. Your boss nominated you for this, and you are this week's winner.
Oh, thank you so much. This is surprise. I didn't expect all this.
Oh, I see you have some tears in your eyes.
It's very emotional. I didn't expect all this. Well, I love to work at Find Food Bank. I have a great team.
Mina has an incredible heart for the community and a passion for helping those in need, and I just see her go above and beyond in her job roles just to help clients, so I think she was perfect for this essential worker.
I actually came and volunteered here one day. It's a tough job. It's not an easy job, and let me tell you, doing this day in and day out, it's work.
You deserve that recognition.
Yeah, so I'm glad that this kind of spot where I've been to and before, so I'm glad to be back in here.
You know, you're looking at their team that they're with, and it's, you know, it's you want to reward all of them, but unfortunately, it's one person a week.
Well, you also generously usually provide lunch too, which is so nice.
We've been doing that because of that reason. It's like they're all working so hard, so we just do a little extra and cater in a lunch for them the following week or whatnot. But this has been amazing.
Wasn't that just awesome, guys? Let me tell you, I actually had the honor of volunteering one day at the Find Food Bank, and it is a lot of work. It's a full day worth of work. So, Germina, thank you. Thank you for all you do from the bottom of our hearts. But before I leave, I do want to leave you guys with an encouraging quote for the week. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path. That is one of our late Chairman Bob's favorites from Ralph Waldo Emerson. Now I'm turning things back over to Mike.
Robocalls are already bad enough, but things are only getting worse. Have no fear, however, as PC Mike Wendland is here to give you a fighting chance with some apps designed to block those annoying spam calls.
More Robo offers real-time protection from more than 2.5 million annoying callers, telemarketers, and phone scammers. Set up the app to block or identify robocalls, block calls designed to look like they came from a local number but are really unwanted calls, and even get protection from text spam and phishing attempts, free for iOS and Android with premium features available. Robo Killer, developers claim that the app can reduce unwanted calls by up to 99%. Features include real-time caller ID and a continually updated list of spammers, more than 1 million as of now, with more updated daily. It has an interesting feature that allows you to automatically answer with silence, fake messages, and more. It's free for iOS and Android, though a subscription is required after the initial trial. Mr. Number has a suite of features that help you manage your calls and your contacts, block specific phone numbers with ease, protect yourself from spoofed phone number scams, and benefit from industry-leading spam detection technology. It's free for iOS and Android, but a monthly subscription fee of $2.99 is charged.
Did that pique your interest? Do you want some more information? Well, PC Mike has made it easy for you. All you have to do is head over to his PC Mike Tech blog at the address on your screen. Now, make sure the creative one in your family is close by and watching, because after the break, we're showing you a home project that's fun for the whole family. Plus, we're checking in with Manny. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Weekly Rundown. Is the COVID-19 crisis causing you to miss going to the movie theater to see the latest summer blockbuster? Well, why not bring that experience to your home? Chris Pallone says it doesn't take much to turn your backyard into your new favorite cinema.
And you don't need that many things. You need a screen, a projector, an audio system, a content source, and cables and wires. Beyond the technical components, you want to think about three things: seating, food options, and bug repellent.
The nation's largest theater chain, AMC, originally planned to open some of its theaters this month, but with coronavirus cases rising in many states, the company now says that it will be late next month before it can open.
Seeing a movie will definitely feel like a normal activity in a time that is definitely abnormal.
And once you get that home theater set up, then I think we know someone who can recommend some fun summer flicks. It's time to check in with everyone's favorite movie critic, Manny the Movie Guy.
Hello, movie buffs. Dancing, first love, friendships. Some of the most important ingredients of the Kissing Booth 2.
I'm Elle, and that's my best friend Lee.
The first Kissing Booth, released 2 years ago, became one of the most watched movies in Netflix history. So it's no surprise that a sequel is upon us.
To say that I'm excited about where it is would be the most insane understatement in the world. It's changed my life.
I'm guessing you might have a few questions.
If there's only one reason for you to see part 2, let it be Joey King. The actress is incredibly likable as Elle Evans. She's now a high school senior, juggling a long-distance relationship with boyfriend Noah, the brother of her best friend Lee, played by Joel Courtney.
And here we go. So honored and blessed to be a part of an incredible movie like this.
We were wondering if you'd be one of our kissers this year.
No.
Complicating matters is the arrival of Marco, played by Taylor Zakar Perez, the new eye candy in the movie, whose nickname is The Snack.
The snack, the meal, the dessert. I mean, I don't, what else? Everyone keeps saying different stuff, but I'll take it, you know?
I have heard so much about you.
Completing the cast is Maisie Richardson Sellers. She's Chloe, Noah's friend in Harvard, and the subject of Elle's scorn.
That yearning and that young, sort of like delicious first love feeling of being in high school.
Like Elle, the writing and direction of the sequel has matured. Sure, there are still some corny jokes and gags, but the heart beats stronger in the second. Even the cast agrees when I say...
I hate to be partial though, but I actually love the sequel better because I think...
You do! And the fans agree as well. As of this writing, The Kissing Booth 2 is on track to rival the numbers of the first, and a third film is on its way. Maybe it's the romantic story, or perhaps the eye-popping Dance Dance Revolution numbers.
I feel like you've done this before. You know, it's like step accuracy and choreography. I mean, I need to see some videos of you. Please.
Go watch The Kissing Booth 2. Sometimes you just want to dance a little, laugh a little, and love a little.
Oh boy.
And for that, The Kissing Booth 2 gets 3 out of 4 Dance, Dance, Dance kisses. I'm Manny the Movie Guy, and I love giving kisses.
If you want even more recommendations, you can check out our NBC Palm Springs YouTube to see even more Manny. Now, while some are missing movies, others are missing concerts. Coming up after the break, we'll show you a couple of well-known musicians who are doing their part while taking a break from the stage. The Weekly Rundown, we'll be right back. When the lights went out, sadly, on the concert business this spring, thousands of unused concert t-shirts sat in boxes, but a couple of well-known musicians are now helping to find a use for them. They're hoping to do their part to help stop the virus and get back to jamming on stage.
In a 50-year career, Bob Weir, founding member of the Grateful Dead, has battled crowds and police to get on stage.
Don't forget tornadoes.
But the coronavirus, which has shut down the concert industry, is one of his biggest obstacles yet.
I'm a guy who's spent his entire life lighting people up from my place on stage, and I can't do that now.
For the show to go on, Weir knows the virus has to get under control, so he's joined with other musicians in a unique project called Music for Masks to repurpose unused concert t-shirts into masks. When the lights went out on the concert industry, the musicians, the roadies, the guitars, and the amps were all stranded.
You have thousands of shirts, they're printed with tour dates that aren't going to happen.
Corn Bluth's Everywhere Apparel, which makes 100% recyclable tees, had the bright idea of turning them into masks, and Music for Masks was born.
We are mobilizing dead stock merchandise that could potentially become landfill waste to create masks and donate them to communities in need during the coronavirus pandemic.
The popular jam band Widespread Panic also donated shirts. For bassist Dave Schools, it's a matter of doing the right thing, but also a matter of economics.
There's so many more people than just the 6 of us on stage. I think after a while it starts to be a pretty sizable chunk, a big economic stimulus.
Weir says wearing a mask is crucial to getting back to a place where crowds can enjoy the music again.
This is an impassioned plea to folks to come together and make it possible for me to get back out and light you up.
Already, Music for Masks has created 9,000 masks, and they expect to be able to ramp that up to about 20,000 in the coming months. The group says they can make between 4 and 6 masks from each t-shirt. And get this, the former concert attire is actually well suited for its new purpose because most of those shirts are double ply. We'll be right back. And one more thing before we go. Today is National Friendship Day. So give your best buds a call and have a great week.